The Jubilee line is represented with the colour silver, not grey, being the third busiest on the Underground network, made over 230 million journeys in 2011-2012. The line had services to Stanmore and Charing Cross from 1979, was before part of the Bakerloo and Metropolitan lines for Baker Street and stations to Stanmore, and it was 1999 when this line got the extension up to Stratford. 27 stations with few terminating stations, the line runs with the DLR between Stratford and Canning Town and the Metropolitan line between Finchley Road and Wembley Park, also between those stations with the Chiltern Railway. Trains have two depots, one based in Neasden and the other at Stratford Market. The 1996 stock trains served this line as the Northern Line is served by the 1995 stock. The 1996 stock for this line travels in the length of the Jubilee line of 36.2 kilometres, running at a maximum speed of 62 miles per hour. The first section was built in between Stanmore and Wembley Park by the Metropolitan Railway. Support was put in place for a new line from Edgware Road to somewhere near Wilson Green, and construction for this to happen didn't go to its finish for this new line as Edgware Road was getting a change for 4 platforms providing passengers, 8-car trains. The Bakerloo line thankfully saved the day by giving trains for stations now served by the Jubilee line, St John's Wood and Swiss Cottage after Baker Street. In between Finchley Road and Baker Street on the Metropolitan line were Lords, Maryleborough Road and Swiss Cottage no longer in use, and the proposal came in to have Swiss Cottage for the Bakerloo line, but the station had to close along with Lords. They added to the proposal to keep it open for special cricketing events, but the economy measures during World War II changed that. The Bakerloo line's extension to Stanmore via Wembley Park opened in 1939, and the Metropolitan line stopped going to Stanmore, running through West Hampstead, Kilburn, Wilson Green, Dollis Hill and Neasden stations now served by the Jubilee line. The idea of the Fleet line, named after the River Fleet, could have been for Baker Street, Cannon Street, Ludgate Circus, Bond Street, Strand and Trafalgar Square had construction for this new line to run. Building began in 1971 and the route turned out to be having trains provide passenger services in between Charing Cross and Stanmore, giving the Bakerloo line less stress with passengers for Finchley Road, Wembley Park and Stanmore. Brought this Bakerloo and Northern lines to meet at the same station, Charing Cross, renaming Charing Cross to Embankment on the Circle and District lines. Then construction ended in 1979 when the Jubilee line had to replace the Fleet line by the Prince of Wales after proposal in 1975 for the Fleet line to be called the Jubilee line by the sales manager of London Transport Advertising, Geoffrey Holliman. The Fleet, or Jubilee line it's now called, was going to have proposed extensions to Syracuse, New Cross, Lewisham, Wapping, St Catherine Docks, Silvertown, Woolwich Arsenal and Hayes, but less money brought these extensions to a letdown. 1999 was the year to finally complete the line, with taking away trains from Charing Cross now used occasionally for films and giving them the extension via Canning Town to Stratford, bringing platform edge doors for the first time for London Underground for Westminster up to North Greenwich stations before platform edge doors came in very soon after this incredible section for the Elizabeth line seen at Woolwich, Canary Wharf, Whitechapel, Liverpool Street, Farringdon, Tottenham Court Road, Bond Street and Paddington stations. Thankfully, this line runs 24 hours every weekend from Friday to Sunday night, with services during the entire line began from October 7th, 2016 announced by Sadiq Khan, trains every 10 minutes. 4G is available for use on the electronic devices owned by passengers with that service on the Jubilee line between Canning Town and Westminster stations, and this started to be a miracle from 2020, and TfL is working on 4G connectivity to be used by passengers across the entire underground network, hoping to get this out there by mid-2020s.